Alright boys and girls, so today we're finally back with another knife ability test video. In today's episode, as you saw in the title, we're going to be focusing on the paintball gun and knife ability test, so let's just start today's episode. So here we have the paintball gun and knife ability test. As you can see, once again, it is a unique revolver, which I think is very nice, but for everybody who's already wondering how can you actually obtain this weapon, let's talk about that. I believe there's actually two possibilities on how you can obtain this weapon. One of them is currently possible, the other one is not. Number one, of course, would be through the mystery crate. As you can see in the top left corner, this item can be unboxed from the mystery crate number 1, which you can buy either in the shop for 59 Robux. I wouldn't really recommend that, definitely not worth your Robux, don't gamble on knife ability test. And option number 2 would be by getting these crates as random drops in the murder game modes. Sometimes when you play the murder game modes and knife ability test, you will actually find one of these crates as like a random drop, but the possibilities of that happening seems to be actually quite low. I don't really see those crates very often, but you can definitely find them, and then you can actually open them, which I think is very nice. And I'm not really sure if you can actually get the paintball gun from those random drops. I believe actually the two crates are a little bit different, but feel free to share that of course in the comments down below. And possibility number 2 would be through trading. So unfortunately, as you can see, trading isn't currently available in knife ability tests. So like I said, this one isn't currently possible, which is very unfortunate. But for the people that are still interested in knowing about the value, as far as I'm concerned, the paintball gun is currently valued at 15,000 gems, which is quite nice, I guess. I would say that is enough talking. Now, of course, let's use the paintball gun in knife ability test. So as you can see, the paintball gun is actually quite a special weapon in knife ability test. As far as I'm concerned, it is the weapon with the most amount of ammunition. So honestly, that's quite nice. I believe the second weapon with the most ammunition in knife ability test would be any of the AWPs, of course. But yeah, as you can see, the paintball gun has 25 bullets, which is quite a lot to be honest. But there's a little downside to this one since it only deals 30 damage. Even if you actually get a headshot with it, it still only deals 30 damage. As an example, in comparison to the paintball gun, the USPS actually deals more damage when you get a headshot with it. So yeah, that is not the case, of course, with the paintball gun, so just keep that in mind. If you actually get a headshot with it, it doesn't matter, you will only deal 30 damage, so definitely keep that in mind. Alright, so before we end this video, I would just say let's use the paintball gun for a few minutes, let's get a few kills with it, maybe a kill streak would be very nice. And as you can see, it only deals 30 damage with each shot, which is quite fine, I guess. Especially with its very high fire rate, but you're definitely putting yourself at a little disadvantage because most of the other revolvers in knife ability test either one-shot or almost one-shot you. I believe one of the only other weapons that doesn't one-shot you is the USPS, so a little unfortunate. But besides that, of course, as you can see, the paintball gun is still quite fun to use and still very usable in knife ability test. Overall, definitely not the best revolver, but still quite a fun weapon, that's for sure. And we're almost at a 10 kill streak. Let's see if we can get that one. We almost died there. Would have been a little unfortunate. Let's see if we can get this guy. There we go. Maybe. Very nice. So that's a 10 kill streak. And there we go, very nice. So you can see the paintball gun, definitely not the best weapon, definitely not overpowered, just a very fun weapon to use. And as you can see, we actually get a headshot there, but it still only deals 30 damage, so there's no headshot multiplier. As an example, the USPS is one of those weapons where you actually have a headshot multiplier, so you deal more damage when hitting a headshot. I can actually showcase that in a few seconds. So here we have now the USPS, and as you can see, when you get a headshot with the USPS, you deal 85 damage instead of the normal 35. So in comparison to the paintball gun, the USPS actually does have a headshot multiplier, as you can see, which is very nice. If we would get just a normal body shot, there you go. Oh, never mind, another headshot. If we would just get a normal body shot, there you go, it only deals 35 damage. And now in comparison, of course, we have the paintball gun, and there you go, it only deals 30 damage. It doesn't matter if you get a headshot. So I guess if you're not the best player and you want to have a very high fire rate weapon, where you can actually just hold down left click with, and you don't really have to worry about the aim because you have a lot of ammunition, and it doesn't matter if you actually get a headshot or not, this is then the weapon for you because, well, you have a lot of ammunition, very high fire rate, and you don't have to get headshots with it to deal more damage. It is just a really fun weapon to use, definitely. So yeah, I think that's going to be my review for the paintball gun and knife ability test. Overall, definitely a very interesting weapon. Feel free to share your opinions about the paintball gun in the comments down below. Would really like to hear what you guys think about this weapon and knife ability test. And one more thing, definitely feel free to comment down some ideas for future videos in knife ability test. Feel free to share some knives that you would like to see a review for or some other things as well. Would really like to hear some ideas for knife ability test content. Other than that, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you, of course, in the next video. Bye, guys.